Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. Not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings and you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk. Put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios. Vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay tight. I stay loose, I stay tight. I stay loose, I stay tight. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
That is gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Oh shit, it's me? I started off? Let's do this. They did it. They gave me the screen. Yo, welcome to the fucking NuKKle HeDD Network. This is show. Welcome to the fucking comics. We here. I'm by myself. I'm at work. Give me the fucking key. We in here. Wait a minute. I really gonna leave it by myself? That's how we gonna start this shit? I don't think y'all wanna do that.
Wait, what are you doing, man? We gotta start the show for real.
Oh shit, my bad.
Get out of here.
My bad. I'm out.
Good job. That's why my package is always late.
My apologies, guys. I ain't mean to fuck it up.
Tuesday night, you know what that means? Today's a fucking day. It's Knucklehead Comics. We're in the building. Showed up. He stayed. Now he's leaving. Because fuck that.
We in the building. Yo, fags.
Word. So, what do you think about Silver Surfer versus Apocalypse in that last episode of The Fortune Teller?
Wait a minute. So Silver Surfer had an apocalypse and it's over? He's dead?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
he got smacked with that epiphatry.
Man. Yo, this is interesting, man. I gotta watch it. This is sound good.
Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And that's it. We'll talk to y'all next week about the cryptocurrency.
Yep, that's it. Peace, everybody. But now we back in the building. We back. Knuckle HeDD Comics.
Word. We live in living color. And yo, we're gonna talk about everything. Some more news with fucking Blade and Captain America. And they came out with the trailer to Venom. Wicked City, Super City.
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance.
Yeah. Clearly, they're a fan of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that wasn't part of the trailer.
I'm surprised the song
That's what I'm
letting
saying.
it was a part of the trailer.
Yeah. Like that's what I was waiting for, but I guess not.
What did you guys think of that?
I'm very confused because, so full disclosure here, I've never seen any of the Venom movies.
Okay.
I'm a huge Venom fan from the comics, of the character itself, of some of the video games and the animation that he's been in and all that shit. Never seen any of the movies because you just, to me, as much as I say, you can switch things around here and there, having Eddie Brock without that fucking hatred of Peter Parker does not a Venom make. So I didn't watch it. Though I didn't watch the first two. But the last time we saw Venom, or Eddie, didn't this motherfucker leave his shit in our universe?
He left a little speck of him.
Yes.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, Baron Mordo, who's not Baron Mordo, picks up the fucking speck from the same bar, but that bar is now back in Venom's universe and not ours?
Because he's Venom less though.
Okay, that was a fucking yoga.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yo, but you
Yeah,
never
yoga
know. It
flame.
could be maybe Deadpool gets the hand in the ocean to send back Venom, and now it's all a dream.
We
Or
still used to read it Word Up magazine.
Yeah. it was all a dream.
Yo, but once they called it a symbiote,
Yeah, that's what it gave up for you.
all
That
bets
was it.
were off. Logic went out the window.
I still feel like I'm in the minority of the people that actually like the last two Venom movies. Like it was a
Get outta
stretch.
here, Ray.
The Woody Harrelson sequel was a stretch, but I've been a fan of it. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with this one because the trailer basically told me there's two subplots. One that like they're about to die, and then another that Venom planet is coming. Then it's like, wait a second. So which are we dealing with? Your imminent death, or the world is about to get taken over by Venom or by symbiotes?
Get out of the line.
Yo, that was a dope ass fucking. See, now if Venom was in the MCU proper, that could be a fucking dope ass Avengers movie. Because that happened in the comics where, what do you call everybody got taken over by the symbiotes.
Yeah.
Hulk was a fucking Venom. Wolverine, Ghost Rider was a fucking Venom. And Eddie Brock became the King in Black. He killed Null, and he became the whole king and ruler over all the symbiotes. I doubt that's where they're going with this.
No.
I think the more apt reasoning for what we saw was Sony's incompetent and probably forgot that had something to do with the MCU and they just fucking did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or because there's other parts where there's different symbiotes that they have in glasses and jars at one scene. I think they're just going to say that Venom is literally shedding and just dropping little parts of himself everywhere.
Yeah.
So he not only dropped one in ours, but when he came back here, he dropped another one.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. This is where I don't get.
Okay.
You had you just mentioned all those symbiotes, and they're supposed to be different ones. I didn't watch Carnage, but I know Carnage was another symbiote that was merged from Venom and another one.
Yep.
That apparently it went crazy because it bonded with Deadpool.
No. The reason why the Venom symbiote is crazy is a little retcon, and that before he jumped to Spider-Man in Secret War, he bonded with Deadpool, with Wade, and that 30 seconds just fucked him up for life.
Okay.
Yeah. Carnage is literally just a piece of the symbiote who's like more pure hate and him finding Cletus Cassidy is what sealed all that
Yeah.
shit.
So in the movie, was he from that lab, or did he land off the space?
Who? Oh,
Carnage.
No, in the movie, he basically, Woody Harrelson's character, which is Cletus, he bites Eddie Brock, and basically the blood mixed with that caused him to
Okay.
turn into Carnage.
See, now what I'm saying is, if they have 25 symbiotes
Yeah,
and Venom is running loose, Carnage is made from Venom. Why did Venom turn to Eddie Brock and go, "My planet has found me, and now we must fight"? Nigga, I think the planet been done found your ass. Maybe they were looking for other symbiotes or some shit. That's like the refugees came into America, and one person came in and goes, "Colombia is looking for me. They found me. We must fight." Nah, bro. There's a whole bunch of y'all motherfuckers. It's just not you. It's not just you.
They've been here. Like,
Word. And what are you so fucking special that we didn't see in the last 2 movies that a whole planet is coming for you?
what did you do?
Yeah, because I didn't see any of the movies, but I know for fucking sure he ain't do nothing that was so goddamn special. Like, ooh, this motherfucker was a mercenary on this planet.
Nah, yeah, nah.
In my planet, I was a scientist. We was trying to save the world. It didn't work, so I came and been an asshole.
All I know is that
Fucking bitch.
I was planning to go back and watch the first Venom when the second one came out, so
Me
I
too.
can go watch both. But then I saw in the trailer that Carnage shows up, and Ray, you could talk more about this because you actually seen the movie. I don't know if it's still in the movie, but in the trailer, Carnage shows up, and Venom goes, "Oh shit, that's a red one."
Yep.
And I'm like, nah, dog, you're not afraid of Carnage. Like that, you always try to destroy Carnage. Why? Nah, you can't.
No, yeah. In the movie, he was terrified of him. He was terrified of him, and rightfully so, because Carnage basically would beat the shit out of him. So in the movie, he just kept getting his ass kicked over and over and
Well,
over.
fighting and losing, I'm not worried about, but Venom, the symbiote, should not be afraid.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? I'm learning in my life, in my old age, that, like I said, fandom is stupid, and if you like something, like it, and if you don't like it, cool. Either way, keep the shit to yourself and don't yuck other people's yums. I don't know if the kids still say that nowadays.
No, it's still
Yo.
the same. It's still the same.
This is the way I see it. The movie's stupid. Sony is the reason why the movie's stupid. Sony is the reason why I didn't watch the movie. And Sony is the reason why Carnage was afraid of the red one. Where, if I'm not mistaken, Cap literally just said Carnage is dangerous because of the person he merged with and not because the color of his symbiote. That's racist, Venom, and shame on you because you was this spectacular fucking symbiote in your planet and you bring him here to fucking start a war and now you ain't shit. Fuck you. You started a racial war at a time like this because you're ignorant. And I can't support that.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Venom, everyone. Go see it in theaters sometime in.
Fuck that.
In October.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, it's his last dance.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I feel like this is just how we're going to introduce him to the MCU. Yeah.
No, this better not be how. Yo, we need our own Eddie Brock.
I bet any money this is how we introduce him into the MCU.
We
Because
need
it ends with the fucking. Yeah.
You know what we need in the
Cap is over
MCU?
here with Butter's baby.
This is what we need in the MCU.
Okay.
Take that fucking symbiote,
Yeah.
that piece that he left behind, hopefully still with us. Who knows?
Yeah.
But if it is, you take that.
Okay.
You go into a military facility like
Shine that some bitch up real nice.
Shield, or
Aim.
AIM, or what the fuck is the other sword,
Yeah.
or any one of those things. And you turn around and you bring in Flash Thompson and you give him the fucking thing, and we get Agent Venom. And that's what the fuck we have.
You know what's crazy? That they could do it even if they want to make it even stupider. Because sometimes these movies do that. It was in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, where he left the piece. Have Flash be on spring break. Goes into a bar. Orders a shot. Boom.
Well, Flash literally gets it from being like a military thing.
Yeah.
So that would make more sense. Because if he just gets it randomly, then it's gonna still be different.
Yeah.
But I'm just now realizing that Tony Revolori is Flash Thompson in our universe.
Who?
From the Spider-Man movies. The guy who's like, oh, I wrote a book. Spider-Man is my best friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actor can play Agent Venom.
Why don't they just get a character and his nickname is Flash?
Because then
Sergeant-
that'd be robbing the character of what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And
I'll be right back.
and
All good.
we haven't robbed all the other characters of what they could do.
Well, yeah, but that's why I said, like, because of how they portrayed the character so far in the MCU, I feel like it would be a situation of just fucking taking a shot and he accidentally merges with the fucking symbiote. But we'll see. We'll see how
Yeah.
they do this. Again, I feel like this is gonna be the way we introduce them because I don't see them not having Venom in the MCU going forward. Especially with the thing that Lay sent earlier. Was it Lay or was it Hoach? Sent the biggest approximate movie.
Oh yeah. The next Avengers may feature over 60 characters.
Yeah. Set to be one of the biggest Marvel productions ever.
Yeah, but as long as they get Howard the Duck.
Yeah, man, gotta have Howard the Duck in it.
Yeah, they don't need Venom.
I mean, gotta have Howard the Duck, gotta have Venom. Gotta have Howard the Duck as Venom. Fuck it.
Yo, you know something? It makes sense. Howard the Duck as Venom makes sense.
Yeah, man. Just
as
Howard
long
the
as
Duck
Tony
Venom.
doesn't touch him. Duck him or Venoch. He's from Vanock, Connecticut.
There you go. Howard the Venoch.
Yeah. Or Venom the Duck.
There you go. Coming soon to a theater near
Word.
you.
I was just checking to see if Howard the Duck was part of that storyline, but it doesn't look like he was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're saying that they're saying the next Avengers movie may feature more than 60 characters returning to the MCU. It is already set to be one of Marvel's biggest productions ever.
Yeah, and they want, what's his name, the guy who's directing Deadpool, to direct that movie.
Now,
Sean Levy.
The question is,
this is Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider Venom.
Ooh, that's fire! Literally.
Yeah, that is kind of dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
Now the question is, how many scripts will they write for this movie?
127.
No, they're gonna write 2 scripts because it's the first draft and then the final one.
Yeah.
Because this movie with 60 characters has got to be fundamentally easier than Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Correction. They're gonna write 3 scripts. first draft, the final draft, and the one that we give to
Tom Holland.
yes,
Yeah, that's true.
because you can't give Tom Holland the actual script
Why can't you get?
because he
he
spoils
spoils everything.
everything.
Oh,
That was a joke. Like he legit. I think even when he got announced as Spider-Man, they send him the package, and it legit says, "Don't show this to everyone, to anyone." And it says it on the back, and he's like, "Oh, whoops." And then on interviews, they'll crack him like certain things, and he's like, "Yeah, when this happened, it's like, shut the fuck up."
Yo, there's a scene where when everybody was like, "Yo, is Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire gonna come in?" When it was a rumor, when it was all this, he did an interview, and they were like, "Yo, what is the scariest, or what is your favorite day on set?" And Zendaya was like, "Oh, I did a stunt off a scaffolding that was cool and all this other shit." And Tom literally turned around and goes, "Oh, that must have been one of the days I wasn't on set with you." And she looks at him, and he realized what the fuck he says. And he, like, you could see him like, "Oh, fuck." They come back after the movie's out, talk to the same interviewer. And the interviewer goes, "I knew that at least Garfield was going to be in the movie." And Tom Holland was like, "How?" He's like, "Because the last time I interviewed you, you said you weren't there the day that she did the scaffolding thing." And I was like, "She had to get caught by somebody."
Yeah,
And Garfield was the one who was in
he needed
the
that redemption. Yeah,
at the time.
yeah, he needed that redemption arc.
it could have been his best friend,
Oh yeah,
John.
yeah. Ned could have just been like,
Yeah.
Could have been a million people. You know what he could have said? See, if he was smarter, or not smarter, a quicker thinker, he could have said, "Oh, that's one of the days I wasn't on set. How was my stunt double?
"Yep."
Did he treat you right?" That way people think, "Oh, it's just he's not always on set if his stunt double is doing some shit."
It's safe to assume anytime you see digital graphics, I'm not there.
Yeah, that could have, bro, could have been it.
Word. But before we got to Tom Holland, oh yeah, how many should? So how would you put Venom in this? Like, this is what I don't understand. You can't get the X-Men in this shit. You can't talk about the Hand, which apparently that's supposed to be the main plot of Captain America: Brave New World, New World Order.
It's all about the
did it.
hand.
Yeah, Agatha did it. Or sorry guys, he's black. Those are all the names that they just that they're pushing around for Captain America's new movie. Is so is that what it is? Like, we can have 60 characters and write a good movie, but just not one giant celestial,
Dude, I've been
or
telling
one
you
black
this-
man
I've been
driving
telling
with
you
a vampire.
since the end of the Celestial movie. No other movie has had a reason to say it because they're telling their own little fucking thing.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is this. The joke I'm getting at is, we can have a movie with 2 Royal Rumbles, 1 script, 1 take, 1 month, it's out, blockbuster. We have a movie about a giant frozen celestial, rewrite that shit. Cancel these scenes. Bring them back. That's a woman? Fuck that. Do it again. Wait. Black man, vampire, sword fighting. Can't do it. Rewrite it. We need more talking. Oh, this is an action movie. Fuck it. We'll do it live. He don't like the script? Shit. Rewrite it. How many pages is it? 4. Perfect. He don't like that neither? Shit.
Do it again.
Offer him another fucking movie. I'm tired of this shit. Does that sound logical to you?
Oh man, yo, they got Wesley Snipes back before this movie came out.
Before they got a fucking script.
They're like, yo, Wesley, you want to come back? I bet.
Yo, you know, it's got to be that they put in so much limitation on this fucking film because I believe they said it's gonna be R-rated,
Okay.
right? Because
So how do you limit an R-rated film?
Well, this is how I think they would be limited.
No blood.
Somebody came out. So the first time,
Yeah.
the rumor was that they literally sidelined Blade and put 3 female leads in the movie, which,
Yeah.
even if you're a feminist, doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense.
In
The
a Blade
movie
movie.
is about Blade.
Yeah.
You got Mahershala Ali to sit on the sideline. Nah, you're fired. The second thing I'm gonna say is, I think people are like, yo, this is a horror movie. We gotta fucking amp up the horror and the gore. And Marvel's like, yeah, we used to write horror comics. We don't really do that anymore. Or the third and probably the most realistic is Mahershala Ali is like, I signed on to do this character. Every time you show me a script, this is trash. I'm not gonna be in a trash fucking film. I only do good fucking movies. Because truth be told, although I haven't seen all of his movies, I don't think he has like what you would consider a bullshit paycheck movie in his IMDb. So either the blame is the writers can't write something up to snuff, or Mahershala Ali, sorry, Martin Scorsese was right. This isn't fucking cinema. You're gonna have to come in a little bit less, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just tone it down. It's a Marvel movie.
Talk about motherfuckers ice skating uphill. Every other person, well, not every other movie, because all the last couple of movies have all sucked. Now you know what? I'm not even gonna blame him. The writers can't get it up to snuff. Because I've said it here. What's his name? Tom Hiddleston in Loki has been able to chew up the fucking scenery and act his ass off in Loki.
Yeah, he made it work.
Yeah, we've seen Captain America movies, Endgame, other movies in Phase 1 be fucking emotional and be fucking reverent and have good acting. We've seen Fisk come in and Kingpin and just fucking tear up all the fucking scenery in Echo. The writers just can't, for some reason, they can't fathom a goddamn vampire movie. So, I mean, I guess we're going to get into it. If you guys don't already know, they're rewriting the Blade script again. And now the rumor is that Mahershala Ali, speaking of fucking paycheck movies, he's up for the new lead in the new Jurassic Park movie, which if he gets it or if he accepts it, will start filming around the same time the Blade was supposed to start filming, essentially putting a kibosh on Blade for the foreseeable future.
So they would have to recast at this point, right? Like,
no, they go back to the original script. Have 3 women
and just say Blade was in the
with
movie.
the traveling jeans.
I think I heard of that one before. I don't know.
And they just send the jeans back and forth to each other,
and they go to
while
Italy
they fighting
somehow.
Zombies. Yeah.
Well, they go to Italy. Okay.
Yeah. And they all take place in Italy.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali is not a young man anymore. I mean, you can't just hold them indefinitely.
I mean, shit. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna bad boys the shit out of this. This movie's been done for 3 years. He just doesn't want to release it yet. And then boom, this Friday, Blade. What? Venom all over the place.
I wouldn't be surprised because they even admitted it for Bad Boys. They were like, Oh yeah, we basically had it done, but because of the writer's strike, we had to stop.
That and the slap heard around the world.
Oh man.
All right. So he
That
did
motherfucker.
Alita Battle Angel.
Who?
That's the paycheck movie there.
He needs a battle angel?
No,
That's the one
Alita,
that's like a animatronic type
yeah.
character, right?
It's a live action remake of a Japanese anime.
Yeah, it was kind of wonky the way they did it.
Shit. But he
Yeah, I
can't do
remember
Blade.
that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But he can't do Blade as a fucking paycheck
It's not
movie.
him. If you got to keep rewriting the script, it's not your actor.
Yeah.
But
Somebody fucking turn around. Somebody was in the room going, you know what, guys? They let Madam Web go with shit like this. And Kevin Feige keeps going, no, change it. And then somebody comes back and is like, Morbius, huh? It's like, nope, fucking change it again, goddammit.
Let's just
Yo, but-
make money.
But that makes it makes me question, like, one, how important is Blade to these fucking guys that they have to get this right? Or two,
Apparently very.
how bad are these writers? Like, yo, do we have a Mark Sanchez situation
Oh man.
where it's like, yo, listen, I believe in this writer, and we're not gonna let you leave this fucking room until you come out with a good script.
Like, yo,
And
you
he's
got
just
this.
writing scripts.
You
he's-
got this, my guy.
Like, we
believe
got
in you.
Blade now in high school. He's like, yo, this fucking guy's studying for a biological exam, and he just fucking grows fangs in the middle of the fucking school, and his best friend gets bitten by a radioactive spider, and now he's fucking George Lucas, and it's like, what?
Another 2 undercover cops all the way in New York City.
Word. Detecting shit,
Yep.
and they're
21
not
Jump
even detecting.
Avenue.
Word. They're selling fucking superhero training to Luke Cage and Louis Diamonds Phillips. Yo, I didn't know Mahershala Ali was my boy Crystal Clear in Luke Cage.
Shit, you didn't know that?
I don't remember it.
Cottonmouth, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, that's the same episode where we found I don't know about
It's
you,
my
but I was
birthright.
introduced into that what's his name? Jaheim?
Yeah, no, Zendaya, no, Lone Little Chief.
Yeah, it starts with a J.
Yeah. Come on, Ray, we know what we're talking about.
Bro, I'm horrible with names when it comes to this.
You're horrible with names.
Jay.
I've called him, his name was Cottonmouth. I called him fucking Crystal Clear this whole time.
Yeah,
You're bad with
and who
names.
was the other one? Bushmaster was Golden Gate.
Yeah, the Golden Gate and Crystal Clear.
Oh shit.
Come on, Ray, you're the only rap head here.
Jadenia.
All right, I
Jadena.
knew I was close.
Shit. But we out here. Yeah, but yo, was there any like specifics why they need to rewrite it, or they just said that it's just one of those?
They never
They
give any
were-
specifics.
Yeah, they haven't given one reason. Like usually it's something they'll give at least a little input into it. With this, there's been nothing.
Like, what do you think would be the reason that they wouldn't be able to fucking make a script? Like, it can't be because these are the parameters in which you can fucking write the script, and then they're like, oh well, it's impossible to write a script now.
Yeah.
Because you would think every other script, they wrote it.
Okay, follow me on this one.
All right.
You have to write something that feels fresh for Marvel because everything's going stale, right? But it's got to feel like Marvel. Then you got to write something that doesn't feel like every other vampire movie out there. Come up with something fresh. That's fucking difficult. Then you got to make sure that you're just not rewriting the first Blade movie that Wesley Snipes did.
Yeah.
You got to come up with something different there. Then you got to figure out how this plays into a larger scope, if it plays into a larger scope. I would say that those are tough parameters to have. And I know I just said that, you know, it's the writer's fault and we should get better writers. But it's gonna take better writers to figure out all those little nuances that all those little pitfalls you gotta avoid, and trying to make a movie that doesn't just seem when we watch it like, oh, we fucking seen this already.
So now, my question is this the time you turn around and go, we need comic enthusiasts and super fans that are also writers, so they can go, this era of MCU fits around this specific story in the comics of Blade, and we can make this work while also introducing his fucking origin? Because now you lean on the comics.
And you would like to think so, but I'm willing to bet that most of the writers from Marvel are not like super fucking geeked out fans. Because if they were, Civil War wouldn't be a good movie because it followed what the characters in the movie did. Like, Civil War would have been more straight out of the fucking comics.
Yeah.
But they got that storyline in the comics and they adapted it for the movie. And what I'm saying is like, yo, this would be perfect if we, you know, introduced them in the super serio, you know, fucking comic with this storyline and shit. Where he's fighting Super Shredder and Zangief.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? He already spoke to Black Magic in Eternals, and he got the sword.
yeah, I guess, but I have no answers as to why this should be a slam dunk. We've already had two good fucking movies based on this character.
And a bad one. So there should be... There goes your example of a good one is your example of a bad one. Don't make the bad one and make a good one. There you go. We got this. As simple as that.
You know what I would
Tell
do?
him, Ray.
I would literally, at this point, I would literally bring out the paycheck, walk up to Guillermo del Toro, and go, hey, you never got to make your third Hellboy, but you can make your second Blade and kill two birds with one stone. We'll bring Ron Perlman back. You can put him in whatever fucking makeup you want.
Just save us, Guillermo.
Yeah.
Save us, please.
You know the character. You already did a good fucking thing. Let's fucking run it back. Or matter of fact, fuck it. Remake Blade 2 with Mahershala Ali in it. Fuck it.
I'm surprised they haven't given that script to him.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just started updating the scripts and just like, hey, let's do this or let's do that. Like at this point, just pick up a random comic of Blade and be like, we're gonna do this.
my man said, wait a minute. How come on my copy of the script it says Wesley cross out? And then someone hand wrote Mahershala and spelled that shit wrong. Nah. It's still make it funny. Nigga, this Blade 2. No, it's not. is Blade the deep cut. Shit. Blade
And-
sharper than iron.
So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, at least for the IMDb, who are listed under writers who have either written the script, the story, or the characters themselves from the comics.
For this movie?
Yeah.
And they can't do shit?
Dude, one dude wrote the screenplay for Magnificent Seven, for The Guilty, the O.J.
Ma-
Simpson. No, wait,
Magnificent Seven was
No.
the Quentin Tarantino movie. Not the Quentin Tarantino movie.
no. The Magnificent Seven was the remake of the Magnificent Seven with Denzel, Ethan Hawke, Chris.
Oh,
Pratt.
okay, yeah. I'm thinking of the ones where they're all trapped in the room.
Yeah. No, dude. This dude, one of these guys, one of these writers, what's his name? Nick Poliziato. He wrote The Magnificent Seven. He wrote True Detective, a couple of True Detectives episodes. He wrote The Guilty. That's the Jake Gyllenhaal movie where he's the 911 operator.
Okay.
Well, where he's delegated to it and then he goes looking for the people?
Yeah, where he got that one call from the woman and
Became a cop all of a sudden?
yeah, which that movie was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We got a Stacy, who I'm not gonna pronounce her last name and butcher it. So out of respect, I'm just gonna call her Stacy.
Her mom must be hot.
She's another writer on this. She wrote a couple episodes of The Bear, a couple episodes of The Power, which is that show, that superhero show on Prime, I believe, with all the women get superhero powers. She wrote a couple episodes of The Hunters, The Watchmen. Who's this guy? This guy, Michael Starbury. He's the other writer that's not like credited with coming up with the characters himself. He's done nothing I've seen.
Okay.
But I mean,
Oh wait, that Stars show, that's the one with John Leguizamo, right? Where he's the father of the girl? And they had like
Yeah,
telekinesis or
yeah.
okay. I wanted to watch that.
Oh, he wrote that shit When They See Us about the Central Park 5.
Okay.
So I mean, they've done some shit. I don't know.
But they can't write Blade.
Yo, it's got to be way more difficult than we are fooling ourselves to believing.
They must be taking the approach of what we want them to do with Batman and Superman. You know these niggas. There's 784,000 movies with these motherfuckers. Just give us a goddamn movie. We don't need an origin. Just because someone new is playing them doesn't mean we need an origin. And they probably like, yo, everyone's seen the Wesley Snipes Blade. Let's introduce new characters. And he's like, what? No. No. I'm not going to be 15 minutes in this movie. My own movie, I'm not even in it. Because apparently we got people that know how to do shit. They've done shit before. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Who's directing this shit, or who's on tap to direct? That's what I should have looked up as well. Because now, I mean, we got to fucking diagnose this problem.
Yeah, we definitely got to diagnose
this? Jan
Damn it.
Demanji?
He did 71 Top Boy, Lovecraft Country, Dead Set. I don't know what any of these shits are.
Yeah, I don't know any of these either.
One was a miniseries.
Well, Lovecraft Country, that's where Kang got found before he
Yeah, but that he was an executive producer.
No, he also directed an episode. He directed White Boy Rick.
Yeah.
It's a movie about a kid who's, I think he's either in the drug game or the weapons game
Okay.
back in the 80s.
Okay.
None of the other movies or none of the other things he's done I've either heard of or seen.
And fucking the movie 71 in 1971, a young and disoriented British soldier is accidentally abandoned by his unit following a riot on the deadly streets of Belfast.
That sounds fucking pretty cool, actually.
That might be an overseas movie though.
Yeah, Dead Set is a zombie movie.
This came out in 2014. You telling me this motherfucker hasn't done nothing since then?
Jesus.
Oh, well, he did the Lovecraft Country and Top Boy 2023. Yeah, he ain't in this country. He ain't not from this country.
But I mean, you don't have to be for what do you call it to write a vampire movie.
No, I mean you don't. But you think that's the reason, or is he new and he hasn't fucked up yet?
He might be new. Who knows? I bet you as we're sitting here puzzled as to what the fuck is happening, Kevin Feige is sitting in his house even more so puzzled at what the fuck is happening.
That said as a zombie movie. Oh.
Because the reason I wanted to bring up this topic, which by the way, I wanted to have a question mark. I didn't want this to be a statement of fact that Marvel is dead. Because apparently for Captain America 4, Brave New World, they needed to do, now it's only 22 days of reshoots, but they needed to do 22 days of reshoots to fix fucking issues with the movie. And I'm sitting here like, how the fuck are there still issues with this movie?
Seth Rollins must have been on set when they filmed those scenes they got to redo. Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. They said, I know, didn't they say that it tested bad in previews?
I think so. But I think that was before they rehauled the whole movie.
Yeah, but so is it testing bad because the movie sucks, or is it testing bad because Black Man is Captain America?
No, test audiences are notoriously known for going in and like, yo, this is a free movie. They literally go out to catch people who don't know what the fuck your movie's about or don't know what's going on.
Oh, so it's just a random group in a sense.
Yeah, because for test screenings, they want to just see if the movie's going to be good and if they need to change anything. So I don't think it's that. Plus, I just saw now that there's leaked set photos where I don't know what point of the movie this is, but Falcon's back in his original costume from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Because everybody knows we saw him with his own stealth suit, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why, because in the comics he's on purpose different than Steve. Like that's his whole thing, is he's supposed to be different.
Yeah.
But good news, everybody. Agatha and the house that the witches built on Eastern Avenue is coming out. We're saved.
Question. Do you think that the reason why these movies are having a hard time, well, the reason why Captain America is having a hard time is because they're leaning more towards the comic story? because let's face it, it's a political statement. What's happening with Captain America? Do you think that they're trying to do more of trying to go into the comics to get Sam Wilson out there, or is it this is what I thought Black Panther 1 was supposed to be, and these motherfuckers are like, all right, relax with this.
That's fucking hard to tell because the only thing I've heard about it is that it's just bad. Not nothing to do with a political message or who's cast as what. They were just like the movie was just bad and it had to be rewritten from the ground up.
Oh wow.
Like they essentially just restarted it from what I heard. And
Do we have any high hopes?
I think the first time it was the director that they were having issues with. I'm looking up right now who's involved with this one. Let's see. So the director, Julius Anha. Let's see if he did anything. Oh no. Okay. The only thing that I see on here that he's directed that anybody would know is the Cloverfield Paradox.
And that's the one where they're in space.
Yeah, which is a movie that I'm not gonna lie. When it first came out, because I'm a huge fan of the Cloverfield franchise, I bent over backwards and twisted into a pretzel to convince myself, no, this makes sense because this happened and this led to everything else happening. And it's.
And then they made Days of Futures Past, and you said, fuck this shit. There's no excuse for any of it.
Yeah, nah. I mean, hey, I don't know what any of these other movies are. Like The Girl's in Trouble or The Girl is in Trouble. I don't know, or Big Man. They might be good movies. Let's go further deep dive. Who's writing this shit? All right, so we got a script and a screenplay. Let's see who. Malcolm Spellman. He's the one who did the script, the screenplay. What did he write? He previously wrote a few episodes of Bel-Air, 20 episodes of Bel-Air, the remake of Fresh Prince.
That's not bad.
6 episodes of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So you should be fucking. There was only 6 episodes.
Okay.
And I liked them.
You should be fucking good with this character.
Yeah, you should know your fucking screen material.
7 episodes of Empire. He wrote the Sopranos video game. And Our Family Wedding. Who's this other guy? Dylan Musin.
Dylan.
He wrote the fucking. Come on. He wrote Iron Sky, The Coming Race, and fucking The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So what the problem is?
I don't know. I feel like Gene Hackman. It's like we got a man down behind enemy lines. So what the fuck is the problem?
I'm thinking the same shit. I honestly think, because you said they get people that don't know shit about fuck, I think they're watching a movie that you need prerequisites for, and that's probably why they're saying, yo, this shit sucks.
But maybe for Blade. But you got the guys who wrote the fucking show. But then again, truth be told, a lot of people don't like the show. One of my friends included. One of my friends included didn't like the show. So,
which I don't understand.
they didn't like the big complaint is they didn't like Flag Smashers and the kid. They didn't like and or understand John Walker, U.S. agent, and they thought Sharon Carter was a complete waste of fucking space on screen. Those are the common complaints that I hear.
But see, this is the thing, though. This is the Flag Smashers were what the original gangs in L.A. and New York were supposed to be.
Yeah.
The cops don't come to our neighborhood, so we're gonna govern our own shit. And then they became too big for their britches and overreached. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's what that is. And Wade and Falcon had to accept the fact that no matter what, he was handpicked to be Captain America. And Bucky had to accept the fact that sometimes you can change. Like, you're not always gonna be this bad person. Your past doesn't define you. It's deeper than rap. You see shit on the surface, and that's why people don't like this shit. It's deeper than just fucking, oh, I didn't like US Agent. You're not supposed to like him. That's the reason that you're not supposed to like him. He's supposed to be a fraud until he becomes US Agent. That's it. Even he says it. Even he acts like he's Captain America. He thinks he's Steve Rogers. And he acts like a fraud. You can see him acting like a fraud. His best friend was the one going, yo, bro, you deserved it. Like, everyone's like, you're a hero. Just be a hero. And then he became himself when he was like, fuck this. I'm no longer Captain America. I'm just going to fuck this bitch up.
Yeah, but
What?
I don't know, man. This is why
We're in an era.
Huh?
We're in an era where people are too concerned with they got to be badass, and that's it. Nothing else. Meanwhile, people love the X-Men. We see that same character development in the X-Men. We've seen people get over trauma in the X-Men. And you can't even you don't like when a girl stands up for her people. She no longer has a country. She has a people. You don't like when a guy is told to fill the shoes of the biggest shoes you ever see in your life. And he doesn't know how to do it. You don't like that. And you don't like the guy that is supposed to be more than he is. Like, everyone sees he is more than what he portrays to be, except for him. And then he sees it for himself, and he becomes that. You don't like that. But when Magneto turns around and goes, you motherfuckers did this shit to me in the Holocaust, and you're doing it to me now, I'm killing everybody, you love it.
That's a cheat code, though, because that's something we grew up with. Like, X-Men 97, and I'm going to say this until the day I die. X-Men 97, now that it's been proven, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, they already had built-in hooks. Deadpool 3 has already got a built-in hook. This is Deadpool 3 can't save the Marvel Universe because the Beatles came out of retirement for one last tour, and everybody who didn't get to see them last time is like, yo, I get to fucking get tickets now, and it's going to be the biggest thing ever because we get to see Hugh Jackman one last time in the fucking our MCU, finally with Wade, not in the stupid ass Weapon 11 shit.
Yeah.
This cannot fucking save shit. maybe it'll save the box office, because the box office has been worse than pandemic times in the last couple of months, because nobody
Yeah,
wants to see these movies.
I think that might be the only thing it does. But again, it doesn't. It's gonna make money no matter what. It's gonna make money, but how it reflects the after, it has its fan base.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to bring up the topic: is Marvel dead? Because again, who gives a shit about Agatha?
Yeah, no, and it's showing that it is because any signs of life, it's like, oh, we have this, we no longer have this. Oh, we're gonna do this, but we have to rewrite it and rewrite it, rewrite it, rewrite it. It's like,
They announced Shang-Chi too, and that was it.
yeah. Well,
Is it?
I guess we're moving into that. So let me.
it
It is now time for the main event discussion of the episode. So,
is Marvel dead? Is Marvel died? Well, here's my question,
yeah,
and it's kind of, if you remember, if you watched any of the last episodes from maybe last year when Cabs was on or anything, it's gonna be weird that I'm saying this. But are we at the point where they're doing too many projects that they can't sustain themselves?
you're saying that?
I'm asking the question. I'm not saying that that's what's happening. But
Holy
I'm at
shit!
because here, this is why I'm asking the question, because they're having problems with Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah.
They're having problems with Blade, but they're not having problems with the new Avengers movie, even though Kang is out. They're not having problems with the X-Men cartoon. They're not having problems with Agatha. They're not having problems with anything in their main focus. Any side project or anything that's not important, they're having problems with. But their main shit seems to be doing fine, and we're willing to, like, yo, this is gonna be the highest budget, the longest movie ever. This is a 14-hour movie with 36,000 characters, and yes, people, Howard the Duck is in it. Like, the Fantastic Four has no issues. They have the cast.
Well, I mean, they didn't do anything yet.
Oh,
But they don't have no issues. I remember when Blade was a thought and it was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like this now, not that. So the question is, have they became so nonchalant with so many projects that they can't sustain them now?
I think they might have spread themselves a little too thin when it comes to these projects. That it's like we're trying to amp out just as much content as possible. That the main projects are always going to have the focus. Those are going to be, they'll make that priority no matter what. But when it comes to these side ones, it's like, hey, whatever we have left, let's try to put some effort into this because we promised this. But we said it. We've said it for a while. This has been a part of the podcast for a minute that less is more might be the best option. Because again, if they're able to put out again good projects, I think we'll be okay with it being quality over quantity at this point. But
I'm looking it up right now because they, what do you call it? To go off of that, I think they cut down the number of episodes. Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's see. It appears claims few online that the show is being split into two parts.
okay.
So Daredevil Born Again, instead of having an 18 episode run, they're doing a 9 episode run and then another 9 episode run.
So what does that mean? They're gonna do 9 episodes, stay off for 2 months, and then come back with another 9 episodes?
Or they might do another 9. They might do 9 episodes, come back next year for another 9, and make it 2 seasons instead of one 18 episode season. But that goes now to the point. I think they're doing it. You know me. I've said it from the beginning that they're doing too much shit.
Yeah. You guys' prediction on who John Carlo Espinosa is going to be playing in the MCU between William Stryker and Jericho Drum?
So Jericho Drum, I'm not too familiar with, but William Stryker kind of makes sense a little. I mean, I know everybody has pitched the William Stryker shit and has talked about Sentinels and all that other junk, but I don't see how William Stryker and Sentinels fits in Captain America: Brave New World, because I haven't heard anything about there being mutants involved
Yeah.
in it.
I'm just happy Giancarlo's in the movie in general, or in
Who
the
is
MCU in general.
Who is he?
Darth, the fuck, Gideon, Moff Gideon,
Okay.
Star Wars, Breaking Bad.
Those Ojo brothers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hermanos.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Gus
Yeah.
is cheeking.
Yeah, I know. Stryker is the leader. Well, yeah, kind of in the comics, but again, I don't know why Weapon X would show up here.
I
Yeah.
think this would if this was a Steve Rogers Captain America, that would have made sense. Because Steve Rogers fought with Wolverine in World War II.
Yeah.
But to have Falcon introduce Wolverine or someone that's in Wolverine's past, maybe that would be better for like the Avengers. Because we still need to set up General, I was gonna say General Grievous. We need to set up Harrison Ford.
I mean, not really. He's Thunderbolt Ross. We know
No,
Thunderbolt Ross from the other.
supposedly, yeah, but Thunderbolt Ross has to be the main guy. You can't have Stryker in here fighting. How many military leaders are gonna come after these people? There's got to be one person. Like, you're the head. We got this shit coming from the secret espionage side. This guy's coming from the army side. He's coming from the Marines. This guy's coming from the CIA. It's like you don't have one person overseeing all this shit. Is everybody going after him?
Oh, hold on a second.
See,
I do not think so. Jericho Drum is Brother Voodoo. I do
Crystal
not
plays
think
brother.
that this dude is playing Brother Voodoo in Captain America, to be honest. That's another magic user. He's like another Sorcerer Supreme type.
Mm. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
No, at least for him.
Maybe in a
I don't see how.
Doctor Strange movie.
I don't see how he'd fit in. But again, I don't know what this movie's about.
True.
This movie could just be a fucking a casserole of fucking shit. No, you know what? Let's use a show word. This movie could be a cacophony of just random shit that the writers pulled out of their ass.
They had an epiphany, and this
Yeah.
is the movie they came up with. So, yeah.
Is there a way you could rewrite his character where he is a veteran of more current wars like Vietnam, Korea, Iraq, and Afghanistan? You talking about Sam Wilson or you talking about Captain America? Steve Rogers.
So there is, for the reason why Jack Kirby and Stan Lee came up with Captain America, he's kind of like Magneto. You can't update Steve Rogers to put him in the Vietnam War, because he is, and I've said this before, the Nazis believed in the Aryan race. 6'2" to 6'4", blonde hair, blue eyes, in shape, pure fucking blood. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee,
Yeah.
who are Jewish Americans, lived through what had happened. They were getting bullied. So they took their fucking weapon and made him 6'2" to 6'4", blonde hair, blue eyes, and sent it right back as a FU to everything going on in the world at that time. And the symbolism is too great for that. And especially with the Vietnam War, I honestly think that Steve Rogers would have been against the Vietnam War and how that played out.
Yeah, and so he specifies he's talking about Sam Wilson, but also for a character like Captain America or like Magneto, are there any other moments in time that were significant enough for people to create a super soldier? Like the World War, the entire world was at war with each other
For the second time.
For the second time against a leader that could have dominated the whole world. If he made one plan better, if he did one strategic move better, he probably would have took over the world. Like one of our greatest adversaries in Hitler, we needed a super soldier for that war. Did we need a super soldier for any of the other wars?
No. But to talk about Sam Wilson.
And and also with Magneto, I don't think there's another moment like the Holocaust that can give Magneto his gravitas and his you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all right, let's talk about Sam Wilson then.
So Sam Wilson does not now and or ever have the super soldier serum in him. So to make him a Vietnam vet would make him a 70-something-year-old man. So putting him in a way past war doesn't make any sense for the character which we got now for the movies. For the comics, he wound up being Captain America's sidekick, got the wings and all that shit, but he wasn't a military man. He literally started out as a pimp on the street.
Sam Wilson?
Yeah. So the whole military thing that they did for the movie is the best option they have to keep him current, to keep him with why he has wings and what they mean and what kind of shit he did. So I don't think it would putting him back and rewriting him for Iraq or Afghanistan or anything doesn't make sense. Plus, I think so. I'm reading the Vietnam War, Korean War, Iraq, and Afghanistan as the first time in the 90s when we went into Iraq and Afghanistan. I think he's actually part of the last crop that were just over there a few years ago. Like he probably was in the service when I was in the service. If he was in real time. So that deployment to Afghanistan, he probably already is.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember exactly where he said he was in. Yeah, the war that happened after 9/11. I think he was already involved in that because he's part of that unit with that gave him the wings and that fucking technology. So I think he's already there. So we don't need to rewrite him for that. What was the other one? I disagree with a little bit about Magneto in World War II. All right. So the whole thing here, we're rewriting Magneto. Yes, that incident has been over for 70 years. But the treatment of people in that community by certain members who use the same insignia, and I'm trying not to get us not demonetized. We
yeah.
don't make no money. I'm trying not to get us canceled here.
Yeah.
But the treatment of his community by the people who use that insignia still persists today. The way in which they were attacked and abused and did harm against is used as a similar way as how the mutants are attacked and abused and all that shit. So that's that allegory that needs to be there. The thing that happened in Rwanda, yes, devastating. But it doesn't, and this is going to be weird to say and to articulate. It doesn't have the same cultural, like world culture cultural impact as his original base. And if you switch it, could it be done? Yeah. But is it a necessity to be done? Not really. Because I've never heard anybody, if you really want to get down to brass tacks, I've never heard anybody deny what happened in Rwanda. Nobody has ever said that never happened. People have said the other shit didn't. People think the other shit was faked. Videos were faked. Pictures were faked.
I do not know what happened. Like I just saw it said over 800,000 people died or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Again,
I don't know that. I'm not too educated on what happened in Rwanda.
And that's the point I'm trying to get at. I was like, can you use that not incident? Can you use what happened in Rwanda as the basis for a character like Magneto? Absolutely, you can. But when it comes to Disney and Marvel and trying to sell toys and comics and characters and movies and TV shows and all this shit, we're all educated on one event and not the other. So from a money-making standpoint, it doesn't make sense to change it. Now, can you have another character in that world who... Now, an interesting thing to do would be to take a character who was in Rwanda at that time, and one or two things could be interesting. Make him somebody who sympathizes with Magneto, and him and Magneto can bond over that trauma and become like a real fucking force to be reckoned with. Or you could take somebody who was in Rwanda at that time and make him more like Charles. And now instead of having Charles, who for all intents and purposes is coming from a, hey, let's be kumbaya, nothing bad has ever happened to me type shit, you get somebody who's been through something similar telling Magnus, yo, we got to try to find common ground, because if we act like them, we become them, and if we are them, we are the enemy. That's something that can be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Especially with the way they wrote X-Men 97. Like, I'm all for that.
So, also, just throwing it out there, wouldn't that character that had that background, if you wanted him to be a Magneto type, wouldn't he better serve being like Killmonger against Black Panther and Wakanda?
And Wakanda, yeah. Yeah, that's an excellent point. To go up and to really go after Wakanda, to be like, yo, y'all motherfuckers sat here, watched this happen, and did nothing. which is exactly what Killmonger's point was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also a good fucking.
See, because Magneto hates humans. It's not a racial thing. You know what I'm saying? He hates humans because they killed him. They killed him because he was a Jew. They tortured his people because of the Jews, and now they're torturing, like they're going after his people with mutants. He hates humans. That would be more of a racial tone, and that's why I think it would be more if he goes after Black Panther.
But again, yeah.
I mean,
But
I
again,
get it,
if
but
they
but
do
for the society, because you know damn well society is not gonna let him just hate humans because they're attacking him. They're attacking his people of color and then his mutants, and it's just I hate humans. This has to be a racial battle.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna turn it into one.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you do that, it's like, okay, so now what? You're defending all the black people or the black mutants?
Yeah, it does get a little. That can get a little.
Because some mutants aren't of human race.
Well, technically, technically, no mutants are.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're
Beast,
saying.
like Beast isn't a white man. He's a fucking blue beast. Look at Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't.
Morph is literally
Yeah.
amorphous.
Charles playing doing that. I think Charles, especially in the cartoon, shows to be more naive because nothing ever happened to him.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I think for Charles Xavier, he needs that because he's supposed to be the paternal fucking instinct. He's supposed to be the father for all these kids. And if you're trying to teach kids who are afraid of their new abilities and don't know what the fuck's going on, you need somebody who's the eternal optimist who's like, look, I'm born a mutant. Was shit tough? Yeah, but I also had a good life. You need somebody to show them that side.
Yeah.
The whole rewriting his story, if they do the thing where I just talked about where they try to make it, hey, me and you have similar fucking things that happened to us, and we took two different lessons out of it, potentially. But at this point, why do we need to rewrite characters?
Yeah.
I think
Write new characters.
yeah, to be honest, if you're gonna introduce that to a movie, imagine now Magneto is at a point where he's almost giving up, and then you got this guy from Rwanda sparks that shit back in Magneto, saying no matter how much you try, it's gonna keep going, and it doesn't matter who it is. It was you with the Jewish people, you with the mutants, me with my race, and now with my kind. You know what I'm saying? Like you just keep going with these strikes,
Yeah.
and it's like this is the big bad. Magneto is the big bad because it's like, you know what? We have to end the human race because they keep doing the same thing. The targets are different, but they keep doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
it keeps repeating that this is the
Yeah.
common denominator. Yeah. That could work.
So we got into that, but what was you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying I'm reading up on the Rwandan thing right now just to see if I can gain any more insight or
I didn't realize this happened in the '90s. You know, but all right. So I like I said, I don't know nothing about it, but this sounds like also what's up with the Middle East with the war of the land, the Holy Land. You know,
Yeah.
but kind of it's like, you know, Magneto is so focused on them attacking the mutants or whatever, and it's like, bro, you know, they didn't just do that shit to you, and he found an ally that is strong, that believes even more in killing the human race than him.
Yeah. Or like I said, they can go the opposite way, which I think would make us stronger. Think of it this way. Right? The reason why I say to go the opposite way and to make him more like Charles is because we all saw X-Men 97.
Yeah,
And we all said Magneto was right.
yeah.
And I sat here and went, yo, Charles, this guy, Bastion's the fucking bad guy. Go stop Bastion and then worry about Magneto. The fuck you doing worrying about Magneto? I think this dude, if we did the whole Rwandan guy character, I think he's the guy who makes Magneto. He, you know that phrase, make it make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He will make it make sense to Magneto.
gotcha.
Because I think he'd have such a different perspective and a different take, being the fact that he's come from a similar situation, that it'll be more easy to make sense. And us watching, either reading it in a book or watching it in a show or whatever, would also turn around and go, well, that makes sense. And we're not just sitting here like, Charles, you fucking pampered motherfucker. Like, you white privileged motherfucker.
So,
you just got to
would-
go out there, bang your chick, and come back like everything's fine. X-Men to me.
Would this guy be a mutant also?
I think you can make him a mutant if you want. It might be a little more powerful if he wasn't, because then he also has the perspective of, hey, the human race, not only, like you just mentioned, not only did this to you, but they did this to their own kind as well. And then having that on top of sharing the same incident, making Magneto understand that, you know, the not all humans should die point of view could be stronger. I don't know. That's a subjective thing. That's, you know, I think it'll work that way. Who knows how, you know, not everybody sees this shit the same way.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now this whole talk of Giancarlo Espinosa and Magneto is because he's expected to be Magneto in Captain America: Brave New World.
No. Then Magneto is none of the answers given.
Okay, but Giancarlo is in Brave New World though.
Yes. He could be part of the Serpent Society. He could be William Stryker, like was brought up.
Or it could just be making a walk-in cameo and just be like,
Nah, you don't have. I've seen the set photos of him in costume. You don't have that motherfucker look like that for 2 seconds.
he's gonna plug some fried chicken. That's all. Gus's fried chicken.
Does Magneto join forces with Doctor Doom in the MCU at some point?
Well, we gotta get them both in the MCU. Unless you're talking about it in the comics.
So Magneto and Doctor Doom are very similar with the whole. They made their own countries, and who's a better ruler?
Doom. Doom is beloved. Is beloved by everybody who lives in Latvia. Latvia is a real place.
Yeah.
Magneto can be a compassionate ruler, can be a good leader, but as you clearly see, the X-Men are still like, yo, fuck you, Magnus. Wolverine's still like, the only way this day ends is him dead, bub. Like,
Yeah. So, I was watching the how Maestro became the strongest Hulk, and he said that people who want to take over the world don't realize that they have to protect it once they take over the world. And he was saying that because, if I'm not mistaken, when he came out of that whole when he woke up and he found out that Hercules is now the ruler of the world, Hercules was just fucking with people and just playing with them as toys. And he said that, but then I didn't get the whole story. I just remember that part. And then they talked about how Dr. Doom was like, all right, we got to get this nigga out of here. But, you don't, I didn't put that into perspective. Everyone that trying to rule, like Loki, if he was truly trying to take over the world, he would have had to have protected it once he's the ruler.
yeah. They never think about that.
Yeah.
Except Doom does.
Because he knows he's there to fix the problem, not to gain power. He already has the power. He's just fixing the problem. Isn't that what his thing is? If you want to fix the world's problem, let me rule it.
Yeah, that's why. That's one of the shit that he does. Oh, what happened now? Is it possible they can introduce a character like that?
What if like they did?
A character like what? The one we've been talking about?
Okay, the Native American hero in What If season 2.
I mean, yeah, they can introduce that character. I don't know if they could. I don't know if there's any stories they want to tell with a character like that. Because truth be told, as cool as Echo was, and I'm blanking on this character from What If season 2 because she's literally brand new. I don't see where you go with them from there. Like I don't see where they fit.
Ahura?
Is that her name?
Ahhori?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Kahora. I'll see how to pronounce it and fucking.
Yo, it'd be cool if Doom was the one who started that whole shit in Wakanda Forever.
How would he?
Hey, but he had it right there. He funded the people. See, Doom thinks 3 steps ahead. So him simply funding that thing to find vibranium was not the plan. If that's how they want to bring it in, it cannot be the plan. The plan has to have been, I want to see what Tolakan can do. I want to see their weaponry. I want to see their capabilities. I want to see what Namor can do. How did they stack up with the country that has similar weaponry, similar technology? I want to assess what the fuck I'm dealing with, or what I'm going to have to battle.
Because Dr. Doom would have already had vibranium if he wanted it.
Yeah. He's not worried. He's not worried about the fucking vibranium. He wanted to kick the Hornets' nets to see what the Hornets do. So he knows what their patterns are for the next time shit goes down. That, again, if they do it correctly, that's how you would introduce this thing where, Doom was behind that. It was a means to get to another point to prepare for a further out situation.
What else can we blame Doom for? The crossover with Breaking Bad and the MCU. There's just a bunch of fucking drugs being sold
Yeah, bitch. And that's what the character says.
all the time.
Never seen Breaking Bad.
It's not a bad show.
I don't doubt it, but you know me. I don't watch too much television
Yeah.
to begin with.
What else? Yeah, like I said, what else can? Normal guy, what's going on? Ain't no snow bunnies here. But what else can Doom be associated with? The Flag Smashers?
Nah, they didn't do too much.
Uh,
Y'all still on? We still live?
yeah.
Oh shit! My bad to interrupt.
But you do it anyway.
I know.
What's your opinion on this show?
Oh, what's this? I just walked in. What's the this I walked into?
Our subject.
Oh shit. Let me guess. So Wolverine got nails. I know that for a fact.
He's got nails now.
Yeah.
He's a carpenter.
Nah, for real. What y'all talking about?
Right now, we're talking about how Doctor Doom could have been introduced or could be introduced into the MCU. One of our viewers, Anthony, put that he was behind the people who were mining for vibranium in Wakanda Forever that started the whole shit between Namor and Wakanda.
Now, maybe he didn't fund them, but he sure as hell pointed them into the vibranium detector because for the little girl. It could have been just one of those like, yo, there's a vibranium detector that a girl made in Dumbledore.
I'm pretty sure Doom would look at that and be like, it's pretty good for somebody who built it in a garage with scraps.
Yeah.
But I got my own shit.
Yeah, imagine that. I don't see you building a vibranium detector. I don't need vibranium.
Or I don't see you building a vibranium detector, and he just like puts up his hand, it glows, and something pings either on his suit or on somebody else's suit. And like, really? You
Oh,
don't?
the world glows, like he gets a globe and it's like 90% of it is vibranium.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, do you see that big yellow, that big pink dot on the map? Yeah, that's all vibranium. I know where it's at. I don't need it.
Not yet.
Yeah. Let the fish boy and the cat guy fight over that.
Speaking of which, they're already saying that for Black Panther 4, that Shuri is a 3, right?
Yeah, I was about to say Black
3.
Panther 4.
I'm getting ahead of
Shit.
myself.
No, I was about to say no wonder the MCU's having problems. They're really going at they talking about 4. They don't even have Blade yet, and they getting a movie that's after the movie they didn't make.
No, for Black Panther 3, they're already talking about replacing Shuri as the Black Panther and giving it to T'Challa's son.
How far into the future is this going to be?
It only needs to be 8 years. He was 10, right? He was around 10 years old.
I mean, so what? He's going to fit in with the young Avengers that is going to be 12 years older than him?
No, I mean, you don't have to put him in the fucking Young Avengers. Just make him the Black Panther. Done.
So they're not gonna give a chance to Mbutu or whatever his name is.
M'Baku?
M'Baku.
I would like to see him as a Black Panther, but
I would too, but I think that ship has sailed.
He did good in the movie too. He would do great as a lead.
Yeah, but so now, what up, Tyson? But all right? So his son has to grow up to be at least 18. Shiri has to be probably has to step aside and be like, "Yo, listen, I'm not."
I mean, does she really want it? I don't think she does.
Maybe she realizes that she's not suited to be that kind of leader.
Maybe she could be like her mother. Her
Because
mother. My
yeah,
bad. My bad.
no,
To
no, no,
interrupt.
go ahead.
No. Her mother used to be like a queen. Like she used to be like a leader too.
Yeah, she was like a dictator, not a dictator, but like political.
Yeah. But go ahead. My bad to
No,
interrupt.
no. I mean, I'm brainstorming, so you saying that helps out, but it's just like the black, like she knows that she can't, or she's not worthy of the the Black Panther power because of her hatred or whatever. The fact that Killmonger saw her or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she
Yeah.
wanted to kill Namor, and like she knows that that's gonna, or outside of the movie, she does something that almost destroys Wakanda, and they take that shit from her.
They have a simpler. All those are good, but they have a simpler fucking solution. I
She's a
cannot
girl.
rule.
Oh.
No, I cannot rule and fight at the same time. You fight for me. I'll rule. You fight. Done.
Nice. Simple.
She doesn't do tradition anyway, right?
Yeah.
And T'Challa's not there. Her mom's not there. Umbaku has already fucking went along with her plan when he took over and was holding it down for when she comes back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they can literally make it as easy as that.
Yeah. And we would have a whole new council set up for the older people.
And I already got a storyline for her son. You killed my grandma, you bitch. I'm coming after you. We going in the water. I'm going after Namor.
I mean, Namor was already defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still alive. I don't like that he breathing. My
Well, he
grandma
didn't
not
even know.
breathing.
Well, he didn't know his grandmother that well.
Yeah, and Namor is one of the bigger heroes that you need.
And
I'm
his
just trying to
mama,
bring him back. I like him.
his mama was the one that went over there and helped fuck up Namor. So we got the bases covered. They don't go to avenging grandma 10 years after she died, after we done fucked up the man that did it.
Yeah, they already done fucked him
Yeah,
up.
it's like, handle your own beef, son. This has nothing to do with you.
So
That's one of those mind your business.
You from the Bronx, Toe. You know damn well you would avenge your grandma.
Shit, but you know what you tell a man with two black eyes? Nothing. He's already been told twice. You know what I'm saying? But shit. But now here's some crazy shit. What if this happens and now we have that Magneto presence? And Magneto's the one that kind of fucks with T'Challa's son's brain a little bit. They've been hiding because you don't want them taking your weapons. Now they're coming after your weapons because they're afraid of you. They're coming after us mutants because they're afraid of us. I've lived through genocide after genocide. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be an impressionable young boy.
Are they joining powers, or are they trying to steal this kid? What you
Yeah,
insinuating?
like why is Magneto?
Maybe I said a Magneto like presence, so it doesn't have to be Magneto. It could be someone else. But I said Magneto because right now he's the guy. Unless you're gonna have Dr. Doom try to fucking get him to convince him to give up control of Wakanda for Dr. Doom's control.
I think Dr. Doom. I mean, you could do that, but I think it'd have a more sinister fucking plan than that.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I would rather see him take over Asgard than than Wakanda. But
I mean, to be honest, with all the issues that happen to just for characters that are already been fucking established, just let him rock with it. Just let him. Hey, it's time for you to take up your father's mantle. I lead, you protect. Okoye and the Dora Milaje has already trained him to be the baddest, whatever.
Yeah, and yeah.
Who would you cast as a young T'Challa son? Anybody in mind?
Everyone's talking about that the dude from Snowfall.
Dude, that dude is.
Word.
Anytime
English
you
guy.
mention a black MCU character, that's the dude they go with.
For some reason.
But I mean, he's got to look young enough. Because we can't do a time skip that far where he now looks older than Shuri.
Yeah, he's an 18-year-old boy that's fucking 45-year-old in the face.
Yeah. So for that, I'd say, I don't know, 50 Cent? I don't know.
Damn. He said 50 Cent. I'm trying to think of somebody.
I don't know actors like that anymore because I don't go to the movies that often.
You ever see The Equalizer?
With Queen Latifah?
Nah, I think it was like the second one where he had the little kid painting the walls and shit. Young
Yeah.
black guy.
Yeah.
That kid. I don't know if he. I like that kid how he acts. I don't know if he's good for the MCU, but he looks young.
Okay, why not? You know what, show? We'll give this casting round to you.
Hey, I'll take it. I don't get many. I'm never here.
Yo,
Yo,
that
hold
picture
on.
that's on show's screen right now
Yo, I was
looks
just
like if
about
he went to an AI and said, "Make me with a beard."
Dude,
Yeah.
I was just about to say some shit because I wanted to know why this motherfucker's picture has him as ZZ Top.
ZZ Show.
Yo, everybody at work calls me that. They like, yo, Black Thor, Black Thor. I'm like, who the fuck is Black Thor? I went and looked him up. I'm like, this nigga look just like me, so I put him up. So say, yo, how you AI a beard on yourself? I was like, all right, so I guess I do look like this guy.
Wait a minute.
Black Thor or Black Thought?
Black Thor
From the Fugees, right? Or the roofs,
from the roots. Yeah.
the roots.
Hold on. I'm about to get canceled right now. That's not a picture of you?
No, that's Black Thought. That's the guy everybody calls me at work.
I swear to God, I thought that was you.
Hey, like I said, I never knew till I saw it.
Here goes Black Thought right there. And show with a fucking beard.
Still with a hat.
This is show explaining why going to McDonald's is beneficial for you. This is show screaming to his boss during the fucking walkout. We need more money.
I got the money. I need less money.
This is show in the wintertime.
Yo, I swear to God, Joe, I thought you just grew your beard out once and threw a picture of that up there.
This is actually a fucking picture of show at his wedding. I was there. I seen this shit.
Word.
He wore a
Yo, you a
fedora.
fool.
There you go, show for Halloween.
Nah, bro.
That's
Like
what
I
he was
said,
missing, sure enough.
They've
Word.
been calling me this guy, so I was like, let me look him up. So I saw the picture one day and I put him up. See what
Yeah.
Toe says. Toe mentioned it immediately. Since when you got a beard? Oh, let me turn all this shit off. My bad.
I mean, yo, in some of these pictures, it's a little resemblance. But in the picture you put up, that's a
Yo.
very
See
That's
where you're
you.
at? See where you're at right now?
yeah.
If you go 1, 2 over.
This one,
No, in the row with 3.
this one,
That one. That shit looks like show.
I gotta
Because
get the
of
hat.
yeah, because of the glasses.
Yeah.
Without the glasses,
He don't look nothing like.
you look like it's one of those like, ah, yeah, cool, I see it, I see it a little bit. But with the glasses, nah, yeah, that's show.
That's your twin.
That's a Black Panther show. That was show during the Forrest Gump movie. Shit.
That's Bubba show.
Barber show.
Shit. We gotta get you these aviators, show.
I'm down. I might go bald, B. I might get that hat.
Shows
Wait.
over here. I might go bald. My man, he goes to the barber, says, "Give me a half." He got stubborn, bro. You are bald. You just haven't shaved in 3 days.
I haven't given it up.
No, my motherfucker show goes to the barber and is like, "Yo, can you add skin on top?"
Please, enhancements immediately.
The barber's like, "What you want me to do?" He goes, "Don't take any hair off. Just line me up." Wait, how am I supposed to line you up without taking no hair? No. Just cut into the skin and leave scars of a hairline. Don't take no hair off of me.
Don't fuck it up.
Save the 3 grains I got.
Yo, for anybody who wants to know why the show always wears a hat, it's because he's got skulls showing.
Nope. You do not want to see what's under that hat, player.
Shit.
I've taken it off once or twice. Toe got scared. Oh shit.
Yo, it was crazy. One time he came in without his hat on, but he went to the Dominican barber, and I knew it. And I saw it, and I didn't even mention the shit to him. I said, I know why you walked in here without your hat on, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yo, Tro, right now you look like Kimbo Slice, bro.
Shit. I gotta take this do-rag off.
Yeah, I swear to
Yo, show you should take this opportunity, write all these names down, and do some fucking TikToks with them. You should do some Kimbo Slice TikToks.
Kimbo
But
Slice,
do
Black
it
Thor.
a respectful way, because my man's passed away. But Black Thor, Black Panther, do Black Bubba Gump.
Bubba Shrimp.
Yeah.
Yo, that's not a bad idea. Do all this shit you look like.
Word. And when you get that mic, I told you about, you be winning.
Yes, sir.
Shit. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
Marvel might be dying. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Word.
The Acolyte is, I think, just finished its 2nd episode. Although
So next week,
episode count, I think for the first 4 episodes, I think it was like 40-something minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and 30 minutes. I think that's the runtime.
Jesus. All right, well, let's see what happens. Next week we'll talk about it. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Tomorrow it will be the early 2000s versus the 70s and 80s in NBA 2K. That's Cap's team versus my team, the early 2000s. Vince Carter will dominate. He is the greatest.
Nope. I got Kareem. I have the logo. I have a man whose nickname on the back of his jersey says Pistol.
But you don't have a 7'4" Asian man named Yao Ming.
I don't need one. I have Walt Chamberlain.
You don't have Jermaine O'Neal.
I have Dr. J.
You don't have Dr. Pepper. But tune in tomorrow. You'll see my team kick his team's ass. And we're going to talk about sports. Show's going to be on time. He wants to talk about Caitlin Cross. Or Caitlin Jenner, whatever her name is.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Whatever her name is in the WNBA. And Show is we're gonna give him the first 15 minutes of rant about Aaron Judge not doing shit for the Yankees. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.